Alright, welcome to Falcon Blues TV. Everton 2, Burnley and Hinchcliffe 0 at Turf Moor. Goals from Amadou Onana and, unbelievably, Michael Keane. What can you say about that? First half, we started a little rough, little cagey. 10-15 minutes we sort of sunk into it, and we were really good. We pressed on the ball. We were high up. We played the high line against them, caused mistakes, and paid off. A couple of good set pieces have led to the goals. You know, a corner from McNeil for an Onana header, straightforward header, really good. And then on the second goal, you know, it's come from a Tarkovsky header who's laid it down to Keane. He's had a shot. Played this lad up front. I think put him into a makeshift striker, as we've all said. He's had a crack. It's come off Trafford and he's had another go. And you know, come the second half, you know, I think we were comfortable. We didn't really look like being threatened. You know, I think the one major incident there was the goal line clearance from Ben Godfrey, which was worth a goal in itself. And you know, going into the end of the first half, 2-0 up, clean sheet, home and dry, really, you'd have thought. Second half, we probably could have just picked it up a little bit more. Instead, we invited Burnley on a fair bit, and you know, I think that's a definition of winning ugly, that second half, because it wasn't the best second half, but Burnley didn't threaten. Burnley didn't threaten as much at all. There wasn't really. They had a shot on goal, I think, on 65 minutes, which Pickford tipped over, or tipped round. Good save, because he's had nothing to do. He had nothing to do in the first half. He had very little to do in the second half. And people will go on, oh, well, he rattled the bar, so the lad was offside, so, you know, it wasn't going to count anyway. But ultimately, it's 4 Premier League wins on the spin. It's another clean sheet. It's another win away. And it's taken us to the heady heights of 16th. So, when we know that we should be on 26 points, and that's the grueling part of this, that's the one that's going to stick in people's craw. And they were all going on about, okay, Everton have now made up this 10-point deficit. We haven't. We still haven't got the 10 points back. We're still fucking 10 points down. We still should be 26th. So you can shove your fucking points deduction up your ass, because we're going up. We're staying here and we're going higher. You know, I think the win today is exactly what we needed, and you know, Fulham probably had one eye on Tuesday just as much as we probably have, which is why we brought Decore off. But it's going to be looking at Tuesday. Should be a good game, especially at Goodison. I think we've got to bring everything. You know, everyone's got to be fit and available. Hopefully Michalenko is back, because we found out earlier on that he's had a minor injury, so didn't feature, which meant we had no left back at all, really. So Ben Godfrey came in and deputised. So I mean, if Godfrey has to play again, fair enough. We've got players available. We need to use them, and we need to use the width of this squad and the depth that we haven't really got. But we've got to do what we can. But looking at Tuesday, big game. I think, you know, this is the game that we need to win this, and we need to be pushing further. We need to be sticking one in the eye of everyone. Let's go for this cup. I don't think there's any shame or harm in going for it. I think point-wise in the league, I think we're okay. I think Luton today, with their game abandoned, they probably would have preferred, I don't know, Locklear, who went off with a suspected cardiac arrest. You know, we all wish him the best and everything, but you'd almost wonder whether Luton wanted to play on there and play for him. And, you know, they might have nicked something there at Bournemouth, but it was finishing 1-1 at the time. But teams like that need the point. People are going to be scrambling for points. Burnley, especially after today, now they've lost another one, but they didn't offer anything. You know, they're not offering anything to Everton. They offered nothing in that first half, really. Second half, again, one shot on goal, which was tipped round, and nothing really to panic over. But yeah, is what it is. Want to go back to Andy Hinchcliffe though? I mean, really, what the fuck have we done to upset this prick? Christ, you're one of our last FA Cup winners, and you give the club shit. I've got my programme signed by near enough all of the first team from the '95 Cup final. Hinchcliffe isn't one of them. I don't think I'm even going to fucking ask him if I ever see him to sign it. I'd be asked. A miserable fuck. But there was just his commentary in general really was just weird. You know, he's very negative about Everton. He's got a lot to fucking say, and he's a bit of a tosspot, to be honest with you. But it was the one where Keane is standing on the opposite side of the touchline and tries to curl it in, and we hit the post. You know the one I'm talking about. And he goes, should have scored from that. Mate. But then, 89 minutes there, Garner sends Beto down, you know, he has a good shot against the keeper and that. And it was almost like, oh, but he's not going to score from there. Well, how the fuck is Keane going to score when he's not barely on the pitch? Fucking idiots. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel as usual. Merchandise is available up until the 20th of December, and that is the last day for first class post. Second class is the 18th, which is Monday. So if you want anything for Christmas, get it on falconbluestv.com or falconblues.bigcartel.com. I'd use the Big Cartel one, it's a little bit easier to navigate. Anyway, till then, up to fucking toffees, Colin Chong, and I'll see you on Tuesday at Fulham.